Destruction.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the debut grand opening of Mad Villain Bistro Bed and Breakfast Bar Grill.
All right, so that was the Division 2, and I gotta say, I'm not quite as excited to play it as I was hoping I would be for the full release. Bullet sponges are definitely still there at higher levels. The enemy designs pretty much the same. I do like some of the art to knocking off the armor, stuff like that, but it's more of the same and not necessarily a good way. The coolest part about the Division, and has always been the coolest part, is this stuff. Customizing and hitting that mod and then going in and doing all these things. It is so awesome. Bullet sponge! But you see how his helmet fell off, and then we all directed our fire at his head, and then he died. That is the new thing with the Division. There's your new feature.
Oh, that's daytime.
Honestly, to me, this feels like an expansion pack to the Division, where they upgrade things in a small incremental amount, and there's a new faction with technology and little robot dog mechs. That's this. And, it's just the same.
The reason why I showed that Angry Joe clip was give a synopsis of what the game is. Yes, there are enemies that are very, very similar to one another. Yes, the bullet sponging is still there, but I think that there's some bigger issues that are systemic within the Division 2 and in most Ubisoft games. One of those being the level design in general with the game. The core gameplay is that you encounter an enemy in a room or corridor, you exchange shots with them, they exchange shots with you, you either push them because you dealt enough damage, they either flank you with some random NPC that you just don't even see. But a way to kind of solve that issue of making the gameplay a little bit more diverse is making some level interaction with the game. Because you already know it's going to be a corridor or room, why not have destructible walls? So in a situation where Angry Joe and friends find themselves in, they can break one of the walls to the right or to the left of you. Kind of like in Rainbow Six Siege, which is a part of the Tom Clancy series, by the way. But you could either blow up the wall, or you could just simply get better angles on enemies, instead of having to just fight via the same third-person shooter dynamic that we've seen from the Division and really even in the Division 2. But then on top of that, you also have no verticality in the game. What I don't understand with the Division 2 is that it's set in Washington, D.C. And even in the Division 1, when I think of New York City, I think of verticality. I think of all of the cool monuments and skyscrapers that are in that city. I think of all of the buildings that have multiple stories to them. And it's just they don't take advantage of the city. They don't take advantage of New York City as a location. They don't take advantage of Washington, D.C. as a location. The buildings in the game seem more obtrusive than anything else. They seem like, oh my gosh, I have to walk around the building instead of walking through it or up it. Imagine instead taking this fight where you're fighting on the street. You go up 3, 4, 5 stories. You're above the enemy. So instead of shooting across from them, you're shooting above them. And now they barely have any cover. Maybe they go into a building and try and climb up the stairs. Maybe you have some of your teammates now waiting at the stairs, waiting to shoot them down. Maybe they go into another building and climb up that building and now are across from you as well. Or maybe you have a grapple or some type of gadget to let you cross the street and get back on street level, or maybe you can now go into that building. There's so many possibilities, and they didn't take advantage of the city. Speaking of things that I don't like about the game, let's talk about pre-orders. If you don't know, the pre-order system that is in The Division 2, for some unknown reason, is very, very similar to Anthem. You know, I think Ubisoft is taking notes from EA on how to really piss off the community, except the community really isn't that pissed off anymore. I don't get it. I'm kind of annoyed because I don't understand why this company is doing this pre-order system. Because their game isn't that good. I'm sorry, it's not. The pre-order system, if you don't know, is offering multiple editions of multiple different things, while most of it is more of the same. So, an example of this is the standard edition. You get the game, you get access to the private beta, which is now over. That was in February, or just January. You get the Capital Defender Pack, you get the Tommy the Teddy Bear ULC, which I think is like some type of pack link. But then you move on to the Gold Edition. You get 3 days early access. You get that. You get the Year 1 pass on top of everything that you get in the Standard Edition. In the Gold Steelbook Edition, you get all of what I just said, plus the Steel Book. Now, none of that is and by the way, I have to mention that. The price difference between the Standard Edition. The Standard Edition is a regular price for a video game. The Gold Edition is $100. The Gold Edition is $110. 10 additional dollars for a Steelbook. But wait, there is so much more. So what you do with all of these editions, not on top of the Gold, Steel, you get the Standard, the Gold, you also have the Phoenix, the Dark Zone, the Ultimate Edition, which all of these editions are ludicrously overpriced for $189 and $250. The difference is that you get a statue. A statue! A statue! The Spider-Man statue that you get in the Spider-Man's Collector's Edition is far better than the statues in this game. But oh my goodness, there's so much more. There's more depth to the pre-order system than the actual gameplay. Yes! This is what we wanted for The Division 2. Not an better story, not with deeper gameplay, but what we got is a boring, monotonous expansion, and not even a good one, that of The Division. Very similar to that of Far Cry Primal, but please, like a worse version of Anthem.
Yes to your will, Lord. Yes to your way, Lord. Yes, each and every day.
I've calmed down now. I've gotten a tasty snack and a delicious beverage. I'm about to go and watch Infinity War yet again in preparation for Marvel's Endgame. A lot of good stuff is coming the next couple of weeks. The Division 2 in finalization to wrap up this video. Division 2, I don't think it's going to be that good of a game. I don't think it's going to be great. It's probably only going to be for the Division loyal fan base, and I am not a part of them, so it is not a game that I am going to enjoy. But I did want to get this video out because I do know that this is one of the most popular games probably that's going to be released this year. But at the same token, I do want to celebrate. Thank you, 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 subscribers and viewers for subscribing. We're at 24 subscribers. We're at 24 subscribers. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. I have a video just for the viewers, the subscribers who have been with me for a long time. Until my next video, which will be the 24th subscriber special. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time.